Oh my gosh, San Diego Comic-Con, what an amazing weekend. So much information has come out. Welcome to another fun adventure with us at Studio Alley, in the alley, as we whisper about the dark things that we've seen at San Diego Comic-Con.
There's not enough
And the betting in the alley.
Yeah.
The betting.
Yeah.
Betting. Like money.
Not the bedding.
Not the betting in
We're
the
doing
alley?
so much bedding. We're just laying down comforters.
Hey, it is California. You're right, so
That was
because
cool.
we're at San Diego Comic-Con. No
We're
matter what you
totally-
he're totally here.
We're leaving now.
We're
Yes.
incognitus.
Yes, exactly.
I'm dressed as Walter White. I have a bald cap on.
Right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another episode. Like I said, we're talking all the movie news that have come out, all the trailers, all that stuff. Let's talk about the first one right away. One of the biggest surprises that came out of Comic-Con. Nobody expected this to happen. DC and Warner Brothers has announced, ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it. There will be a sequel to Wonder Woman.
Holy shit, no way.
Can you believe it? I'm
And
totally
it's
shocked.
called Justice League.
No, it's actually another Wonder Woman film.
So it's called
The Justice Friends.
the Wonder Woman featuring the Justice League, maybe.
Right,
Sort of.
So I don't know. I guess it's a big deal, but did anybody not think they were going to do a sequel? I mean, I don't understand what
The
the
second people walked out of the theater after watching the first movie, they're like, "When's the second one happening?"
Right.
And
So
Warner Bros. Was like, "Second one."
Second
Well-
one. Oh shit.
I think
They're
what
like,
happened
"What's
is-
the things you liked in this movie? The director, the actress, Steve Trevor. Well, they're all gonna be the next one."
Right.
We're gonna make a whole bunch of
I
it.
still say to this day, what, a year ago or 2 years ago, whatever, when they announced it, I still think Marvel came out and had all those announcements, and DC said, "Shit, well, what do we got?" And they got up on stage, and then one of the guys was like, "Oh, we got
Booster Gold.
we got Batman vs Superman. Yeah, we're doing that." And everybody's like, "Wait, what?" Yeah, and we're doing a Justice League, and everybody's like, "What? What did we say that?" Yeah, that's what we're doing, everybody.
Should we get a Batman?
Right. I think they just announced it. So
Or any of the
Justice
Justice
League. Right. But we're doing it. Yeah, we're doing it, man. We're having a Batman vs Superman movie.
Batman vs Superman is gonna lead right into Justice League.
Right.
Isn't there other people in Justice League than just
Right.
Batman and Superman?
Right.
Who cares?
But I don't know. I don't get the idea. I guess Comic-Con's where you want to announce it, but it just doesn't seem like that big a deal. I mean, and whether we'll get into that more later in another episode, but whether you know, with all the information that came out, all the Marvel trailers, all the Defenders, the Thor, and then they released a new Justice League trailer. A lot of people are crazy about it. Again, we'll get into that later. But, after all this, and they said, "Oh, and we got a Wonder Woman too." And everybody's like, "Yeah, oh, okay." Okay.
Duh.
It's like, I can just see the guy
The thing
flipping
that
through
made money?
Yeah,
It's good
I can
you're
just see
making
the guy
another
flipping through notebook going, "We got Justice League trailer, show it!" And they're like, "Oh, that's great. What else you got?" Empty page. We're doing a sequel to Wonder Woman. Part 2's coming.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, okay. What else?"
You
know
see
what?
some guy in the eyes just do like the cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. We got
I was just thinking about this now, and I thought I'd share this because we're on a podcast. But do you think Marvel continuity is scaring viewers?
Scaring
What do you mean?
viewers.
Like, so of all the footage or whatever that came out, I think actually my favorite trailer that came out of the Comic-Con was Stranger Things season 2.
right.
But the second thing that I liked the most was the second Thor or the third Thor trailer or the third Thor trailer.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Say that 100
The
times.
second, third Thor trailer.
Yeah,
I
which
like it.
is all about Thor losing his hammer.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of humor in it. The Hulk's in it.
And he speaks.
Yeah, he speaks. He makes fun of Thor.
Yeah.
Bruce Banner's there. He's all confused. He's like, he doesn't know what's going on. And I was like, this looks great. But I feel like if you're a person who hasn't seen any Marvel movie or hasn't seen all of them, is this discouraging? Because I find that a lot of people that generally don't watch superhero movies have somehow caught Wonder Woman and really liked Wonder Woman. And Wonder Woman is by far, like, in comparison to Marvel films, is it's a very standalone film.
It is a very standalone film, yes.
Yeah.
Well, technically, no, I get what you're saying, and
Do you think
on
this
that
is
point
scary
you're
enough
right,
to people?
because can somebody just jump right into
Thor Ragnarok?
Thor Part 2? I don't
Thor
think you
Part
can.
2?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think anybody should jump into Thor 2.
Okay, but I'm saying, but like, can somebody
Even
just...
if you've seen all the films.
Let's
they'll
say
be
you
like,
didn't
"Yeah,
watch
Thor
Captain
2."
America or Iron Man. Can you just jump into the Avengers and know what's going on? I mean, you got a good point.
Ooh, I don't
You're
know.
kind of forced
That's
to
kinda the
watch
fun
the rest
of-
of the movies,
That's
right?
the fun of the Avengers.
Yeah.
Is you saw the previous films and you seen them
Right.
come together.
Because I mean, I know people sometimes they'll miss a movie, but they'll watch the second one. I've heard people do that before. You know, they'll watch not necessarily Marvel movies, but they'll just watch. Oh, I never saw the first one, but I've seen the
Yeah.
second one.
Like
Yeah.
a lot of people were introduced to Ant-Man in Civil War,
Right.
Right.
So
Really?
yeah,
which actually is fine with me.
Right.
I was like, that's
I
a pretty
think
cool
that one works
introduction.
out okay because it's a cool introduction in Avengers or
Yeah.
in Winter Soldier. I mean, because it's like he pulls it up in the van and he's
Yeah.
like, I got another guy. So it's like, oh, okay.
And when he shrinks and you see him pop up and freaking
yeah, it's
kick
kind of a
Spider-Man in the face,
surprise
you're
to
like,
everybody.
whoa, that's what that guy can do. That's,
Right.
How is
So-
that useful?
Right.
And then you see him in the field and you're like, oh shit, Ant-Man is actually
Right.
kind of a heavy
so
hitter.
you can, that
Yeah.
one, Winter
Fight.
Soldier kind of
Yep.
work as far as Ant-Man.
Yeah.
But but say Winter Soldier, can you just jump in Winter Soldier and know what's going on? I don't think you can.
I think you could jump into Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I think
You
you,
think so?
probably could.
You couldn't
As long
jump
as you
in.
knew who Captain America
You couldn't
was.
jump into Civil War. You
No.
have no idea what's going
Yeah.
on in Civil War.
That's
Right.
true.
Because you're like, who's this guy that's flying and can go through walls?
Right. See. So yeah. So I see your point. Yeah, I can see how you're lost. You could really be lost if you haven't been watching Marvel movies. You can see how you'd be lost. But
See, well, now at the same time though, that's like that. You can bring up the whole argument like with Star Wars Episode
True.
4. You can start right in the middle of the story.
yeah.
Granted, Luke was new to the story in
Yeah.
4, but I mean, you can still have fun with the movie and kind of figure out who they are through context clues if you're a smart person.
That's why I think like Winter Soldier you could probably jump into.
Okay.
Because it's Jason Bourne. Like
Yeah,
that movie is
it
a
is.
Jason Bourne film. It's just the lead character throws a really big shield.
Yeah.
So I think you could get into that one. But
Speaking of Wonder Woman though, and Winter Soldier though, because Wonder Woman was such an original film on its own,
Yeah.
it was totally an original film.
Didn't have
Super
any
original.
influence.
Yeah, super original. I heard
Man.
it. I heard in the sequel now. I heard so Gal Gadot is returning. Which,
Gal Gadot, Gal Gadot,
Yes.
Gal
Which
Gadot.
I don't know if anybody noticed this, and I brought this up before, but I don't know if anybody noticed it. Gal is really pretty. I don't know if anybody noticed that before.
Shocker.
But I watched one when I was like,
This just
this
is
girl-
Wonder Woman's attractive.
I was like, hey, this girl's really pretty while I'm watching her on screen. She's really pretty. Okay, but also director Patty Jenkins is expected to return.
Little did you know, I think Patty Jenkins is a rather pretty lady.
Is she?
She's really pretty. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, which one's Patty Jenkins?
Patty Jenkins is the director.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Also,
my-
who I think is pretty, Dr. Poison. You can't really tell with that
Oh,
fucked up
yeah.
face in that movie, but the actress
She
is really
looked
pretty.
like she had potential for it in the movie. Yeah.
Maybe I'm just attracted to crazy German girls. I don't know. Maybe.
There was a rumor. My understanding is what I've heard rumors that they weren't actually thinking about doing a sequel unless it surpassed their expectations, and it did.
Because it was good.
Yeah,
It was
so
good
I
and
think-
made money.
I think a lot.
Which is a great combination.
Right. So I think
Yeah,
DC was actually shocked, and they were like, "Oh yeah, now we're gonna do a sequel."
Oh shit,
But
we did something right. What
The
we do?
girls made
What we
something that
do?
made money.
Right. Yeah.
What we keep this momentum?
But I heard
don't
this. I heard the second film will take place in the '80s, and will have her fighting Soviets.
Very relevant.
And I heard, this is just a rumor, I heard that Steve Trevor returns. And he's been kept in ice, and he's been turned into an assassin.
Oh,
and Wonder Woman's got to go stop him.
But it's different because he's got a robot leg.
right. It's
Robot
completely
leg.
original idea.
But it's also different, John, because she loves him.
right. It's
Or-
totally different.
Well, you never know. Steve really does care for Bucky.
He
a lot.
does care about Bucky.
They
quite
did.
a bit.
They did share a car ride from
Yeah.
the beach once
That's
together.
right.
What happened on that beach ride? I don't know.
So see,
don't know.
it's a totally original film. It's a completely original. Steve Trevor's going to return. He's a Soviet assassin. It's totally original.
He's
so.
gonna, for some reason, kind of look like Solid Snake.
Yeah.
He's gonna have like an eye patch, like a kind of like a beard.
Yeah. Let's just throw all the weird facial attachments to Steve Trevor because he survived something.
Yeah, right.
Well, obviously he isn't. Well, we don't know if he's going to be a Soviet brainwashed spy like Winter Soldier,
It
but
wouldn't
there is
surprise
talks
me.
that he's going to be in it. I am I am disappointed by this news.
I am too.
I just.
I
wondering
think it
how.
should have left.
I feel like it's gonna be dumb no matter what. Whether if you do, I know in the comic books they did the Steve Trevor has a son and he looks just like him,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
There's also, named Steve Trevor
Yeah.
Jr.
and he
Wait,
also
Wait, how can he have a son?
because he was married.
He was
And
married,
and he was knocking up on it. He was
He was
doing
taking the virginity of
yeah,
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman's virginity
What
in
the
a hay
fuck?
in a hay ride.
Yeah.
It was
She
She's
figured it'd
something-
be okay because his wife would never
yeah.
believe him.
It's World War One. I'm not gonna make it back anyway.
Oh god.
She's gonna say, your father was a
Oh my
shit. I
God.
can't believe it.
It just dawned on me. That's what he actually said to her before he got on the plane. It wasn't "I love you."
Right, exactly.
He
I'm
said,
married.
"I am super married. It's okay if I die. Don't tell my wife." And she was like, "It's love that will save the world." Really, he's like, "I just wanted to bone down."
That's why she says too. She like looks startled. She's like, wait, what? What? What'd you say?
What's a wife? Is that
I
like
like
a
to see that.
slave?
What's a wife? So if it's in the 80s now,
because we had so many cool wars in the 80s.
I'm confused with something though. All right, she claims it was.
I just said that. John just gave me the what?
I'm confused by
All the
something.
best
though.
wars. were
Okay,
the
so the first Wonder Woman movie, she fights Ares, and Ares is the reason why there's World War One all over the world, right? Because of Ares.
Yeah,
Remember?
well,
and when
that's
she beats Ares, everybody goes, "Hey, I suddenly don't want to kill Jewish people anymore. Let's be friends." Right?
First
Everybody
off,
starts-
it was World War One. They didn't want to kill Jews.
oh, there you go, John.
They
My
just-
bad, my bad.
Just
Yeah.
mixing up your world wars.
Sorry.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
thought you were making some joke about like World War II in the future. Like Ares is dead, yet Hitler still killed Jews.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Well,
that was where I was going. I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
got confused because that's what I was going. My point is, okay, she still kills Ares. So why does World War II still happen?
Well, what should have happened was all the Germans were like, "Oh, Ares is dead. I don't want to hurt anybody." And then one guy should go, "But them Jews, right? Am I right? Am I right?" And then he's like,
That's why your mom's
Yeah.
a fucking wheelchair.
You know what should have happened? You're right. You know what should have
You're a
happened?
monster.
Is she should have killed Ares. All the Germans and the Americans get up and go, "Oh, what happened? That sucked. Let's be friends, man. Those Jews, huh?"
"Yeah." And then they're like, "World War II."
Right, they go right.
And Wonder Woman just skips that one.
She just skips that one,
I'm
yeah.
sitting that one out because Steve Trevor's dead, and I'm sad.
Right.
I'm real
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah, she needed how many years? 60 years of recovery.
She probably jumped up and she said, "Is Ares back?" "No, it's a guy named Hitler." "Oh, it's a mortal guy." You guys take care of this one.
Yeah. So.
All right. I'm just wondering. I'm just curious. Like, did she just sit everything out after that? I don't
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with this next one.
But seriously, like, did he get blown up into a vortex into the future or something? Because comics do stupid
Yeah,
shit like that.
and guess what? They're stupid. They're like,
Yeah, it's
people always
stupid
say
shit.
like, there's dumb stuff in comic books, but it's okay. I'm like, no, it's dumb still. It's
So
no matter
are
what.
we all in agreement here, the three of us? Are we all in agreement saying that the idea of
That
Steph
Wonder
Trevor
Woman
being in the
It's
sequel is
okay
really
with Hitler
stupid?
killing Jews.
No.
Yeah.
I think
that
I
is
think
overrated.
it's pretty
No,
damn
I think it.
stupid.
Yeah, good.
I think it's pretty damn stupid.
I think it is too. I think it's a really bad.
It undercuts his sacrifice.
Right,
It
exactly.
does. Like, if they do it, they better explain it well, which I doubt they will.
Well, maybe
but
it's only
you
gonna be
never-
like flashbacks or crap or something. Maybe,
Oh, he's like in like a flashback for like 2 seconds. I love you. Or
Yeah.
wait, I have a wife.
Yeah.
Then she's like, she's
I
seen
want that on a
coming.
shirt. I want that like that image of Steve Trevor turning to Diana and it just says, "I have a wife." That would be so good. Or like it's like in really tiny
Dude,
frames.
just make it a meme.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh my
Just like-
goodness! I just.
He's like, he does the thing. I have a wife, and they just show her face, like whatever face that she makes.
I just figured out if it's the '80s, and she's fighting Soviets, obviously she's gonna team up with Indiana Jones, and they're gonna go look for the Crystal Skull. That's what's gonna happen.
That took place in the 60s, sir.
Yeah.
Well, we can jump forward a little bit. I mean,
No, we can't.
We can jump forward a little bit here. Come on.
I think if we'll call back to another show we do, Booster Gold should show up and stop Indiana Jones from Crystal Skull.
Why can't it be Indiana Jones Jr. and it's the '80s and they're still looking for the Crystal Skull?
No, I don't. What, do you want Mutt Williams running around? Do you want that? Does anybody else remember that? Nobody wants that.
All right.
I don't know.
So who would she fight in the '80s?
Well, it's the 80s, so we're gonna
It's
have.
Soviets, but who are we gonna have?
Well, she's gonna have to fight Cheetah, and she's gonna have shoulder pads and leg warmers.
So what is that gonna do with Soviets?
You could just make her a Soviet, and she's all like, "I'm Russian and I run real fast like Cheetah."
And she says, "Meow, I'm a cheetah." Wow.
That's it.
See now,
There you
here's
go.
the thing.
That's half the script done.
With DC.
And then she's gonna tell Wonder Woman, "I'm a monster because I can have children." Ah, right?
Aw.
Totally original. Totally original. Totally original idea. Yeah.
Avengers 2. But I was
Oh,
gonna
DC.
say, I can't really name like Russian supervillains for DC. I can name Marvel supervillains that are Russian, but not DC.
Yeah, Marvel was very kind of political in their creation. Like Marvel Comics was started on the Fantastic Four wanting to beat the Ruskies to the moon.
Yeah.
Like that was the whole point of the Fantastic Four origins. Like those Reds, we're gonna beat them to the moon. We're not gonna get hit by space radiation and turn into monsters. And they get hit
Hey,
by
only
radiation.
one's the monster.
Only one of us turned into a monster, right, Ben?
And it's Reed Richards.
He's always a monster on the inside.
Such a dick. But yeah, just
But hey, this is the first good movie from DC. Or
Yeah.
legitimately, like, everyone well-received movie.
Yes.
hopefully the second one will follow suit.
So once again, I say to DC, good job, DC. Good job. Good job. Don't screw it up.
I'll slap you on the back like athletes do. Yes, good job.
Yeah.
Good effort.
Good effort.
Pat
Yeah,
ass.
good
There you
effort.
go.
But
Good, good hustle out there. Good
I'll
hustle.
go for the full grope for Thor 3, though.
Okay. All right. So, what do you guys think of Wonder Woman? And do you think Steve Trevor will return in as a killing cyborg? You know,
They
He,
call
no,
it.
he only has one robotic leg. One robotic leg does not make him. It doesn't make him a cyborg.
I guess it still does.
let's be fair.
He
DC
shows up. I am the Autumn Soldier, or the Autumn Private, or I'm an original character.
Let's be fair. DC's smart enough to say, okay, some of our stuff might be similar to Captain America, but the sequel will be totally original. He's going to be totally blown up, and they're going to put them back together with $6 million. He's going to run.
$6 million
I can
is a
stop
lot in
you.
1920.
Oh.
I can
That is
stop
a
you.
lot of
everyone.
money.
Yeah.
He's got a nuclear reactor in his chest. You punch him, he just blows up,
Yeah.
kills half the world.
They'll be DC's gonna be like, nobody's thought of that idea. Let's steal that idea. Let's do that one. So, all right, let us know. Let us know what you guys think. You can contact us on Twitter. I am Blackie Pueblo.
And I am an exploited geek.
And I am Huge Hamburger.
You're
Yes,
certainly
follow us on
a geek.
Twitter. Tell us what you think. Share some thoughts. You know.
You can also go on our Facebook page.
At Story Mechanics Podcast. And also, this will be on the YouTubes.
So yeah, why don't you
Is
just,
it YouTube? Yes, thank you for listening to us on YouTube. Thank you, everybody.
You went German on that one.
Yes.
We were talking about the Germans,
The
yeah.
Germans.
You just like, comment, subscribe.
Yep.
Do you think John's stupid? And stupid McStupid.
Do you think Dave is stupid?
I think they should-
Nobody thinks that.
I think they should bring Steve Trevor back and he cracks things open and snips them. Oh!
Superpowers.
And then he does nothing.
Oh yeah, that
He does
freaking
nothing.
guy gas or whatever.
The God gas. Oh man.
Oh shit!
It's God gas. Yes.
I just made a Venture Bros.
That's a
reference
Venture Brothers.
too.
reference. Watch the
But,
Venture Brothers. Do you like the Venture Brothers? Comment here. It's great.
Right.
Or you think Josh is stupid for having 2 jobs and is barely able to make his podcast anymore?
Well,
All right,
maybe
everybody.
eventually this will become all of our jobs.
And keep celebrating. Keep celebrating comics because why not?
Because Comic Con isn't.
Yeah.
It's all about the movies.
It's all about the movies. Yeah. So yeah.